Great to see you here again. My name is Luc de Kuster, founder of the Kuster Academy. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a different diagramming method. This is the precedence diagramming method. And it's also known as being part of what we call the activity on the node diagramming methods. Here, the activities are represented by nodes, and the relationship, the precedence relationship and the dependencies are indicated by arrows. And in this first video, we are going to talk about how to create the network diagram. But before we continue, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. So let's have a look how we do this. So we start basically with the activity, precedence, and time information of our project. We have the first activity A, which has no predecessor, so it's the first activity of the project, and it has a duration of 2. So first I add the node. In the node I put the information that this is about activity A, and the duration is 2 periods. The next activity that I have is activity B. B has a predecessor A and has a time 4 periods. So now we draw the arrow to B and indicate that B takes 4 periods to complete. We continue. We have C also has the precedence A with a duration of 2, and we draw the arrow and the activity. The next activity is D, also with predecessor A and a duration of 1. So now we have the 4 first activities, and we see that we have the nodes for A, B, C, and D with the relevant information, and the arrows indicated the relationship between A and B. So it means that A first starts and B can begin only when A is finished. The same for C and the same for D. Now we have activity E. Activity is after B, activity E is after B and has a duration of 8 periods. Now we continue with F. F also has B as a predecessor and a duration of 3 periods. We have activity G with predecessor C and a duration of 4 periods. Then we have activity H with predecessor D and 3 periods. And here we have also activity J with a predecessor D and 7 periods. I didn't add activity I because it doesn't always have to be like that, but it could create some problems. We may confuse I with the number 1. So we left it out, but it doesn't have to be. It's one of the rules that came from the activity on the arrow methods. Now we continue with activity K. Activity K has 2 predecessors, E and F. So we link K with E and F. We link K with E and F, and we have those 2 arrows going from E and F to activity K. We have the next activity L, which has 2 predecessors, G and H, with a duration of 2. So we draw this new activity and we link it with G and H. And finally, we have the last activity M with predecessor J and a duration of 3. So this is the network diagram, the completed network diagram. We have 1 activity at the start. We have 3 activities at the end. And some people would like to put there some milestone, end milestone. We can do that. I didn't do it here, but basically it can be done. It's not a problem. But we just have to be careful once we start doing the backward pass, but that we will see in the next video. So that was it. This is how we create a precedence diagram using the precedence diagramming method. We have the activity nodes, which indicate where the work is done, and the arrows here only show the relationship. But before we finish, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next videos. Thank you, and bye-bye.